Evening, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. I dread to think how many live streams we've actually done this year. There's been a lot, but welcome back to another live stream. It's not the last 40k show of the year, but it is the last one before Christmas. More importantly, it's the last one in this office before Christmas because Luce and I aren't going to be here for 40k after dark on Friday. We're actually having a date night.
Yep.
You can talk. You're allowed to talk.
Yup.
Yup. We're actually having a date night on Friday. So I was like, well, originally I was like, do I do 40k show? Do I do 40k after dark? Do I call it the 40k show after dark? We kind of merge them together. I do have mead because we don't have Friday, so I'm having mead now, right? And I figured we would have a pretty chill evening. Now, obviously, tonight's the 40k show. Normally we talk about something 40k specific. Actually, right now, excuse me as I hurt my socks off because I get too warm if I leave my socks. Fun fact, I don't like streaming in anything on my feet when I'm in the office. Always have to take my shoes and socks off.
Yes, I do wonder where Ben gets it from.
Fun fact, people don't know that. There you go. You're learning something new already tonight, chat. Right? So we normally talk about something 40k related. However, GW, as we alluded to yesterday during the stream, released a brand new article about Warhammer Heroes. Right, which I'll talk about in just a second. Before we jump into the Warhammer Heroes article, if you haven't already, do me a favour, chat. Hit all those magical YouTube buttons for me. So like the stream if you haven't already, Luce.
No.
Thank you. Hit that subscribe button. Like I said yesterday, YouTube showing me that over 40% of people aren't actually subscribers, and that's free. And you can hit the bell notification icon if you want to be notified every single time we go live or drop a new video. Or you could just be a member in Discord, in which case it will also tell you when we go live or drop a new video. Anyway, let me F11 this and we'll screen share. This is the article from yesterday from Games Workshop. Warhammer Heroes is back. Submit your local community champions today, right? Without a doubt, the Warhammer hobby is shaped by the people who love it, from the designers who turn their passion into the rich worlds of the 41st millennium and the mortal realms, right down to those taking their first steps, clipping out sprues. Warhammer is great because the people invested in it are, well, great. This is what we talk about on the channel, literally all the time. So much is driven by you out there in the community, where hidden champions run events, host game nights, and teach people how to build and paint miniatures. These international individuals should be commended for their efforts, singled out for praise, and recognised for their contributions to the Warhammer hobby. That's why we introduced Warhammer Heroes originally, why we are bringing it back today. This is a real positive thing, by the way. I'm genuinely, this is a really positive thing. As it's the time of year for reflection, what better time to settle down with a mug of hot chocolate and look back on those who have inspired you the most? Or mead, obviously. We're once again asking you to help us find the champions in the Warhammer community and nominate your chosen hero. Fill in the submission form found in the link below. Do so. This is the only way to enter your nomination. I think there's a link right down here. So, anyway. Chosen heroes will be awarded with a beautiful Warhammer Heroes medal and other goodies, as well as an invitation to one of our special award evenings, including accommodation for one night and admission for a companion. After a 4-year break, we've not had the opportunity to celebrate our 2020 winners fully, so this is also their moment. Warhammer Heroes from 2020 will be contacted once all of our 2024 winners have been chosen in order to be invited to one of our Warhammer Heroes awards evenings around the world. In the meantime, the 2020 winners plaques are being added to our Wall of Honour in Bugman's Bar at Warhammer World this week, so drop in and have a look and watch this space for 2024 winners. I don't know why they did this. They didn't do this in 2021, 22, 23, 24. I don't know if it's 23. I don't know if it was COVID related for 2 years or what. I'm not sure. But I don't know why they stopped it, but they didn't do it for 3 years. Submissions will be accepted right now, all the way until 11:59 GMT on the 31st of January. So you can do it all the way up to our New Year's Eve stream. Winners will be announced in March 2024. Nominate hero, terms and conditions. That is basically it. Like I said, I don't know why they didn't do it in 21, 22, 23, but I think it's a really positive thing to bring back. And I think that these awards are also the best awarded, this is a silly word to use, it doesn't sound right, but they're best awarded to those people who don't go out there to earn one either. And that gets you thinking, right? So some people in the world in general do nice things because they like the praise, they want the kind of recognition. They do that on purpose. There's that famous Friends episode, I don't know if you remember it, where they talk about there's no such thing as a selfless act. Have you seen the one?
Yeah.
where I think someone's working on the call centre for charity. Is it Joey?
Joey, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly. Anyway, they suggest there's no such thing as a selfless act. So even if you're donating stuff to charity, it makes you feel good. So it's not truly selfless. So if some people do specifically go out there to do things for recognition and to get people to go, well done, you're doing a good job, good stuff. This I think is best awarded when it's awarded to those people that don't do it for those reasons. They just do these things. They just do things because it's part of what they do. It's part of the daily kind of task, I think. I don't know. But I think that those people out there are the people that deserve it the most. So what I'd love to know from you tonight, chat, and if you are so inclined, please stick it on a big colourful postcard for us as we wind into Christmas, is I would like to know who would be your Warhammer hero and why, right? I was already talking to Luce about this today. She's got her own little story we'll talk about in just a moment. But tell me, who would be your Warhammer hero and why? The only rule I'm going to put in place for tonight's stream, when you tell us who your Warhammer hero is and why, is it can't be anyone on the channel. Because this isn't about inward looking. This is about outward looking.
Yeah.
So this isn't like a whole fucking circle jerk of Liam and Joe are great. No, that's not the point. There is a way you can vote for Joe. This many people think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. That's what it says up there on the membership thing. So you can. However, it's not about this channel. It's not about us tonight. So tell us other people. Who, why, where they're from, like what they do, that sort of stuff. I'd love to hear some beautiful stories from the community about people out there this last year who have done amazing things for other people. It really warms my heart to hear it sometimes. So we'll go jump into that. In the short term, big shout out Tony Winnick for the gifted, but a huge shout out to Mordy Hammer and Just Jupiter, who have both gifted 5. So that's 11 people. 11 people in total, Luce, think Joe is a Warhammer hero.
Well, we can't argue with them, can we?
Just 11. Just 11, actually. A Big Bad Pit Gaming, thank you for the 5. My Warhammer hero is you, Liam. No. Although this came through before I banned it, right? As you are very entertaining and watching your videos, brightening my day, I vote for you. Thanks, mate. Bombardment. But it's not about us, right? It's not. Genuinely, it sounds like a shitty thing to say, but for people to be like, well, we all like Liam and Joe and Luce and Eddie and Brom and Pat. I mean, that kind of makes sense. You're subscribers to the channel, you're members, you watch the videos. It's not here to get. I'm not sat here to try and get more praise out of you people. I just want to know, like, other, maybe lesser known people. Like, it's fine to say Duncan is my Warhammer hero because he does loads of painting videos, or I don't know. I'm struggling off the top of my War Hipster, right? War Hipster for me is a fucking legend. He's got me back into painting this year. It took a lot, but War Hipster got me back into painting. But these are people that are well known. I really would love to hear about the lesser known people who aren't all over social media, who aren't on YouTube. We don't have tens of thousands of subscribers and stuff like that. Right? That's the people that I'm interested in. Your average paramedic, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a hero. 16 people think Joe's a Warhammer hero. Because you had, it was this year, wasn't it, your experience? I'm sure it was early this year.
God. Possibly.
I think it was early this year.
I'm not sure. Maybe it was last year. I don't know. This year has been a bit of a blur. So I don't know.
I mean, like the last 5 years, been a bit of a blur.
Yeah.
To be fair. But your experience was at our local GW.
Yeah, so our oldest was interested in Age of Sigmar, and we went and sat in the Southampton branch of Games Workshop, and Sam and Pete, they were on the rota the day that we went in, and they're just, Sam in particular is just so funny, and he's so good with kids.
Yeah.
And I could just sit there as a parent thinking, I'm just here as accompanying him. I don't need to do anything. I don't know anything about this shop, so this works out well. But James can just sit there, and him and Sam were laughing together. And you know, sometimes when grown-ups try and talk to kids and they just miss the mark.
Yeah.
Sam was just great.
I mean, I think he's got kids himself as well, hasn't he?
But even some parents, when they talk to other kids, it's a bit like, just stop. They don't like the Powerpuff Girls or Teletubbies. Just stop talking.
It's nice to hear that the experience comes from just what is essentially, and I'm sure Sam won't be saying, because I know sometimes he watches the streams, what came from who was essentially just a shop assistant.
He's amazing.
So he's not the manager.
No.
Doesn't run the shop.
Although Rod is amazing as well.
Rod is amazing as well. But he's just a shop assistant. And you're like, he was fucking fantastic. And actually,
yeah.
Southampton branch in general, right? So Southampton's my local branch. The guys in there are general, so passionate, so welcoming, so happy all the time. I love it. Rod's been the manager for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was the manager when I was like 18 and I went in there. So we're talking 4 years ago.
I think the biggest atmosphere I got from the Southampton branch was they make it feel like a really tiny clubhouse. You walk in there and straight away it's, oh, James is here, you're right, James. And it was like, wow, seem to have found your tribe.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I think Say Highball's an absolute hero, says Yestin. Cass, welcome. Genuinely, Guy of Midwood Meads is an absolute incredible guy from everything I can see. Jay from Mohawk for his streams. So these are kind of easy ones, though. These are all creators. The communities around this channel and Titans. Tons of supportive, friendly, welcoming heroes. Yeah, absolutely. I know he's going to fucking absolutely hate me for this. Absolutely hate me for this. But John McCardle. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like praise. He doesn't like recognition. But you find a stream where he isn't in there financially supporting them.
He is propping up the Warhammer franchise.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Exactly. Literally, though, you know. Oh, there we go. Mordy Hammer. John McCardle is definitely a hero, as Warhammer YouTube wouldn't be the same without him. Absolutely. My mate Tom is mine. He's a great painter and a real narrative-driven player. He's kept me interested in playing many different games, and our gaming days have kept me going through bad times. That's amazing. It's nice that there's a person really close to you who you would award that to as well. That's really nice. The team around in 40 hours of 40k. The charity work they do for Calm is amazing. They are heroes. Yeah. We're thinking about getting involved with them next year as well.
Cheating slightly but peachy and the PP guys. I feel they don't just pile in on GW for clout, especially some of the behind-the-scenes stuff with tonnage critique without clickbaiting or pandering.
Yeah, I do. I've watched a lot of their content, actually. When they bring in some of the ex-GW employees, I'm a fan of the fact they don't just clickbait and then hate on GW for an hour and a half. Like, it's actually informed content, and they tell a story. There's one guy I watched, I can't remember the guy's name, and he talks about, I think it says like contrast save GW or whatever, and I was expecting him to just be on a hate train, and he was like, here's why we made these decisions, here's why this happened. You're like, oh, it's like, this isn't because they're a bad company, this is why they made the decision. And I actually really appreciated that. So I get that, Kaz. I get that. I get to see him in the new year as well. Saray says, you're my hobby hero, only for the bid, not the other stuff. I'll take it, Saray. I'll take that. Dave B, I'm not even going to read that out. You can fuck off. Pack your shit. Fuck, no, I'm joking. Remember a chat when voting for your Warhammer Hero? No, Cass, I'm not even going to read that out. Mikey from Hellstorm, he keeps on even going, even though no one watches him, says tell. That's harsh. But true, but harsh. Chapter Master Bullsack is a good pick. It is, absolutely. Outside of mainstream YouTubers, I have no local heroes to box down.
Including, but not limited to, Rupert, Dave, and Boris from the gaming hall at Element. All the lads there are so friendly and engaging. They are welcoming and are keen for us to make connections.
So we've dealt with Rupert and Dave and Boris, haven't we? Mm-hmm. Direct with Element. The Element team in general are actually pretty decent. Obviously, they're one of our main channel sponsors, so it wouldn't make sense for me to go. They're all bastards. But
I'm not sure I've met Boris. I've definitely met Dave, and me and Roops. We were in emails when we were organising Great Hall gatherings and stuff.
I think you have. I think Boris was there last time we were there. I think you may have met him without knowing who he is, potentially.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, top guys, super fun place. They really look after you. If you book an event there, they've really looked after us, at least anyway. So, you know. To be honest, War Master Will, he's the player you want to play. Great armies, got stiffed by legends, took it on the chin and gone with it. Yeah, he's what a hero. War Master Will is just the epitome of just getting on with it all the time. Boris has the amazing curly head. He's got a curly head.
No, I definitely haven't then, because curly hair, I just want to go up and touch it. Like, ooh, curly.
Also, by the way, there's 132 people watching. You 132 people are hobby heroes. Do you know why? Because what we've done tonight is we've gone, let's have a positive stream about nice things. 132 people showing up. If I'd have changed it to fuck Hobby Heroes. Who's the biggest hobby dickhead? 400 people watching.
Yeah.
So you lot are heroes for going, it's positive, we're still involved in the content. Facts. Facts. All right? My wife for giving my mini a home to make our son. I like how you call it your mini, Escapade. That makes me laugh. Dan Abnett is my hobby hero. I'd never really be interested in 40k if not for Gaunt's Ghosts. Gaunt's Ghosts is an amazing series of books. Chris Tester as well. Guy's been carving a niche on TikTok and Insta with readings of Black Library speeches. Now he's voicing a full full character in Rogue Trader. I get genuinely hype when he puts out new vids. That's amazing. We can't vote for ourselves, no. Quality, not quantity. Absolutely, Jill, yeah. Allspec Tactics like the local news of the hobby. I like his consistent news. But lots of leak content. Matt, the manager at my local GW in Worthing. I like hearing that GW people.
Yeah, I like the store managers when they get mentioned.
I've
Or
had some
store workers.
I've had some not great experiences in GW stores with staff. People that are too keen on a hard sell. People that are like they don't listen to you. They just want to try and get you to buy a bigger box. People that really like this is any shop in the world though, right? This is it is awful this time of year as well. Any shop in the world. I really. Am I the only one, off topic slightly, but you knew this was going to happen. Am I the only one who walks into a shop and if in the first 30 seconds someone's like, can I help you? Can I help you? Are you all right? I'm like, I just want to go out now. I just want to leave. Is that just me? Like, I don't, if I'm going to go and shop and browse, I want to go in and browse for a bit. I want staff to be available.
I think...
We're not going to have a hater segment. I mean, we can, sir, if you want to. If you really want to, we can. Only 56 likes, Dark Lord Cameron. That's showing 95 on mine, mate. I'll press it again. Look, there you go. That'll help.
I think, as far as I can remember, I've always had the shop assistants coming up and saying, are you okay? Do you need any help? I'm just here, blah, blah, blah. I think it's only been in recent years that men have been targeted as well. So I've as far as I can remember, I've always been asked, do you know where everything is, etc. And I've always seen other women get targeted because women typically spend the money when we're out shopping. I think it doesn't annoy me. It's just part of it.
I think it's more of a vibe though. Do you know what I mean?
I hate it on the meal checks.
Let's not get started on meal checks. I think the biggest thing for me is the vibe though. So sometimes a person can approach you and be like, just let me know if you, I'm literally over there somewhere. Let me know if you need anything at all. Just give me a shout and I'll come and help you. Like, cool, thanks very much. That's easy. And then there's the others that like hover around you constantly, and it's like, and they, do you need any help? No, I'm fine. And they continue to hover around just over your shoulder. Like, I told you no.
Yes, it's because you're a clueless man, darling, shopping. That's why.
This is why I do it online. I'm not clueless. Liberty Fires, thank you for the 5 gifted. You absolute fucking hero. 21 people think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. Facts. 21. Right, cool. Stephen, thank you for the 5. My local Warhammer manager here in Madrid, Jose, is great. I think I said that right. A big part of getting me back into the hobby, always helpful with painting tips. Oh, I like it. Evening, you crazy people. Hello, there. There's a difference between touching base with you when you come into store and pressuring you and making you feel uncomfortable. It's the ones that hover, simply brazen, right? Just over your shoulder. And then they just don't... Oh, no, let's not get into it. My Warhammer Hero is the guy at my local gaming store who has donated all the terrain for us to use. Libby 5's gifted 5 and you're not a member all by yourself? He sounds like a hero, though, to be fair. Donated in terrain. I think if I put a genuine nomination in this year, I think I'd probably put it in for the team at Models for Heroes. Because they what they're doing is, I didn't know about them 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. I didn't know about Models for Heroes. To learn about what they're doing and how they're doing it is incredible, and I think a lot of people still don't know about them or what they're doing. But the fact that these are predominantly volunteers who give up their time to use modelling and hobbying, as we spoke about this briefly last night, as therapy for people, to get them talking, to get them comfortable, to de-stress them, to give them a place to go, to give them people to talk to. They give up their free time, because a lot of them are volunteers. It's a charity. Like, they are hobby heroes. Absolute Models for Heroes They're hobby heroes, absolutely. Exclamation mark M for H, by the way, if you want the link. Right, those guys are incredible people. And I think what a genius charity to build based on what we're doing and based on 40k, not just 40k, I guess. They do all kinds of modelling, but what a glorious charity to put together. And a wonderful thing to think this, because I know for a fact that I've sat here on numerous occasions and used a hobby as a form of my own personal therapy. And I've sat here and I've built or painted because I want to take my mind off of something else that's either happened at work or something that's going on or whatever. I know I've come home and I've not wanted to talk, and I'll start hobbying, and Luce will start talking, and I'll start opening up because I'm busy, my hands are busy, so I can focus my energy through this thing that I'm putting together, this model that I'm building, this thing that I'm painting, whatever I'm doing. I think that means that it frees me up to kind of relax a little bit and have a talk about whatever the experience was, the thing that annoyed me, right? So I know I've used it that way. I think a lot of us, if we really stopped and thought about it, we probably take refuge in our hobby spaces, in our little hobby dens or our painting desks quite frequently to escape a bit of reality. And it might not be that life's particularly stressful or horrible, but we are escaping a portion of reality. And I think that we've all done that, to be honest with you, to an extent. And I think a lot of us, even if it's not 40k necessarily or tabletop hobbies, a lot of us use hobbies as that kind of exactly same thing, right? It's escapism. It's I'm doing a thing that I enjoy, I'm putting energy into a thing that I enjoy, and I'm escaping from the stresses of work or family or whatever it might be. And these people went, this thing works, let's turn it into a full charity. And they're doing incredible work, and they're growing and going from strength to strength. So they're my hobby heroes. I shall probably at some point before New Year's Eve post a nomination in for them because they're amazing people. Anyway, Saray, thank you for the gifted membership. You're an absolute legend. You did not successfully snipe Mr. the Liberty Fires. Earlier, I gifted some memberships on Warhipster, and I gifted one to myself. I didn't even know you could do that.
Nice.
I didn't even know you could do that, yeah. Perfect efficiency. Perfect efficiency. Rather than buying a membership and gifting some, just gift some and get one out of it. Big brain plays. John, thank you for the 5. I don't know if you meant to put a message with it, but feel free to stick your message in the chat below. And I'm sure I'll grab it at some point. Mordiammer, thanks for the 5. I have to shout out my friendly local gaming store owner who really hard to struggle to stay open over the last 3 years. It's been a rough time for some people the last few years.
Nox Minis says, the wife is my hero for not killing me for buying all of this Warhammer.
What Warhammer?
Yeah.
Look, if you haven't thought this through, Nox Minis, we run constant giveaways. For just £20, I will personally craft you you're a winner email.
From Brigadier Dempsey.
This is a great business move, actually. Why have we come up with this? For just 20 of your English pounds, you can buy anything you want and send me a list of what you've bought, hide the receipt, and I will craft you a congratulations, you're a winner on the channel email. This is a great business move. Show the email to your wife. She'll have no reason to kill you at all, Nox Minis, because you're a winner.
Yeah, but then she can't be nominated for choosing to not kill
But then
him.
I can be nominated for saving marriages across the country.
Saving marriages across the country.
This is a great business move. Why haven't we thought of doing this before?
So shall we ask Jonathan De Silva if you saved his
That was his own fault.
Shall we ask him?
That was his own sloppiness.
Not sure you're getting nominated in that house.
I think this is a great business move right here. Okay. There's a guy here, Billy, works youth services, runs chess and squash club. I don't know if that's a real name, Stephen Burden. I don't want to read it out. Have you read it, the name? Just above Nightbot's Models for Heroes link from Star Pilot, there's a guy here. Read the name out. John says, first time super chat cock up. Loads of people do it, John. You're not on your own. Don't worry. I recently started a 40k Discord for arranging games, events, and so on. All the guys that have joined us are my hobby heroes. Not a bad one amongst them. That's amazing. I hope it's doing well. What an incredible thing to do. I think this is a solid business plan here.
I'm trying to say that name over in my head, thinking, is there a way to say it?
I know. I read it as like, is it a troll?
Because
yes, it's his real name, he says.
Dave managed to get me to say a name on stream when I was B-teaming, and I can't believe I said it.
He says it's a real name.
And now I'm
apparently,
scared.
chat, right? Apparently, this individual's name, according to Stephen Burden, and I'm not right. I'm just going to read it out. There's a guy here, Billy McCock.
Say it differently.
Billy McCock.
No, another one.
I don't know how else I say that. Those is MYCOCK.
See, I don't trust them when they do this.
Mycock. Mecock.
No, because that would be an E or an I.
No, see, exactly. Works with youth services, runs chess and squash club plus the game record. I don't think that's real. That is unfortunate, says Daddy Deadpool. Wives across the world. Again, you've become very lucky in the last 3 months. Soft C like my sock. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, just Jupiter. I feel like it's a meme name. I think that's a great new service though. We've got nerd napping already off the bat. Yeah. For getaway hobby weekends.
So we've got the weekend getaway, the speed dating, naughty K.
Yeah.
Instead of 40K. Or naughty K in 40 minutes.
What you do, if you're clever with it, Ozzy, what you do is you save all your purchases up for one big purchase and make it look like a prize giveaway. And then you only have to pay the £20 once as well.
But is it from the joint account? Because she'll see it.
Well, I mean, that...
You can only do so much, babe.
Exactly.
You can only do so much. You can't save everyone.
40k share save. We could start that off as well. We could run like 40k savings accounts. We'll skim money off your incoming every month.
What would we call that?
I don't know. We need a business name for that as well. We do need a business name for that as well. I did my basic training with a lad whose name was Cockshock. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Oh, amazing. I have a hobby hero. My mum, if she hadn't fired me out, I wouldn't be hobbying or spending my hard-earned beer tokens to lob at you and loose as Harmolio. Amazing. If she hadn't fired me out. Jesus Christ. 40 minutes, 6 mins at best, and that's twice with a smoke break in between. Amazing.
Wow, you're selling it.
Naughty K and 40 minutes escort service.
So you get nerd napped, and you get naughty K for 40 minutes.
No, Naughty K's a dating app. Wasn't it?
Yeah, but...
We're not guaranteeing any time there. It's just a dating app.
Guaranteeing 40 minutes. Can't even carve out 40 minutes of your day.
I mean, I can't guarantee 4 minutes, these, quite frankly.
I'll take that as a compliment, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I had a mate at uni called Nicholas Crotch. I did win a GW competition run in a national newspaper when I was 16. Won a box set of everything released at the time. That's amazing. And I will write you that same letter again, Kev. My Imperium subscription is already stealing my income every month. We need to work this out. We need to work out the 40k share scheme.
Yeah, okay.
40k save scheme.
Wait, share or save?
So it's a save scheme.
Who's saving?
Them for 40k.
By spending money?
No. So what we do is we skim it off the wages so that it never goes into the bank.
From source?
Stop at source.
Stop at source, okay.
Stop at source as an employee benefit for whatever company you're working for. So your other half never sees it even go in.
Are we sure this isn't sounding like a like when you put all your bills into one thing?
This sounds genius to me.
And it comes out of one payment. What are they called? Consolidation.
How is it as well, by the way, that on this channel we decide we're going to talk about people's hobby heroes and who's good for the hobby, and now all I've got is a chat in front of me talking about people with the word cock in their name.
Yeah.
How is it that happens, chat? Do you get a 3-inch pile in on Naughty K? I can't guarantee 3 inches either. Can't guarantee 4 minutes. Can't guarantee 3 inches. Matt Cheeseman, I'm afraid.
This business plan is falling down around you, babe. I feel like we weren't ready for the presentation because we have none of the answers.
We have got answers. I just can't guarantee.
Yeah, that's not an answer.
Plenty of Fish doesn't guarantee 4 inches. So we're no different to them.
I don't think they're going in there for the inches.
I think they are. I think that's why they're on that absolute.
They're going in there for fish. Because there's plenty of them.
I think you're lying to me. I'm sure there is.
Right, so.
Feels like a Friday. We're kind of mixing it.
Not a saving scheme, a share scheme.
No, it's a saving scheme. It's not a share scheme. We're not offering shares.
So a saving scheme where we siphon off parts of their wages from the source so the wife never sees it.
Yeah. Sounds like a great idea.
Okay, and we're going to call it... Okay, right. Okay, good start. Good stuff.
I don't know. That's what you're here for the name.
How much are we shaving off the wages?
It's entirely up to the user, isn't it?
Is it a little bit like your energy, where you pay your direct debit, but maybe your energy is lower that month, but then you'll pay the direct debit and you start off a bit like a kitty?
I don't think a single of the 150 people in chat right now would underspend on their hobby budget, Luce.
Yeah, we might need to. So maybe not 20%, maybe like 50% of their wages then.
50%? Fucking hell.
Because then at least they wouldn't owe money.
Fair.
Okay.
Soraya, I missed it, by the way. Thank you for the gifted. I didn't add it to my tracker. 22 people only think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. See, look what it says. This many people think Joe is a Warhammer hero. It says it right there. I didn't make it up. An Imperial Tithe. It is an Imperial Tithe, yeah. Sounds like company subs. It is like company subs, apart from we give it you back, Carl, in a lump sum that you can spend in the hobby, but your missus never knows because it never went into your bank.
You just look like you had a pay cut.
That isn't a real name, Kai Burgess. Not a chance. Not a chance. That's a real name. Have you read the comment?
How?
Not a chance. That's a real name. The saving throw.
The saving throw.
Love it. There's not, Kai, that's not a real name. You can't. I'm not reading that one out. How will the algorithm work for Naughty K? Asking for a friend. It's not on size. It is on size of your hobby collection.
What if you're just starting out? You don't have.
Well, then you'll be paired
yet.
with people just starting out. Perfect.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Think about it.
So the pairing saving scheme.
It's not. That's not a real name, Kai. You can't promise me. You're lying.
The name's too long.
What? What do you mean the name's too long?
Pairing saving scheme. The name's too long.
If they owed you money, could you not have extortionate repayment fees? Well, we haven't got into the weeds of this, Hazar, yet, but of course we could. Cool German dude. Thank you. Are a cool German dude. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, you absolute hero. 27 people think that Joe is a hobby hero, a Warhammer hero.
My wife only
My
asked
wife?
that I spend as much on her as Warhammer. After paying for our wedding, I'm in the green on that front for a while. Wow.
Naughty Jill says Naughty K will be an absolute sausage fest. Yeah, that's a mild concern, Jill. Maybe we're not pairing people on Naughty K for love though. Maybe we're pairing them as gaming friends.
Oh, we're like the speed dating pairing off, not the saving scheme.
Naughty K is where we're pairing people off, isn't it? It's a whole different business. Remember?
I thought we were pairing people for saving. That's why I was like, what? Okay, I get it now.
My wife has accepted the cost of Warhammer minis. I just haven't told her how much the paint, glue, and tools cost. Touche. Thanks, Cool German dude, for the 5. Anyway, man, you're a hero. We have consistently asked you lot for a ton of memberships all through the year. And you have consistently delivered all through the year, which is how we've got this beautiful studio. It's how we've got people like Joe. You lot are amazing. You're, like I said this earlier, you lot are my hobby heroes. 100% you are. The support, like I've spoke to other creators out there in the space who look at what happens. Like they'll come into chat, they'll watch what we're doing, and they'll be like, how? How what? How do you like? This is straight up, complete honesty. I genuinely get this question. How do you get them to spend so much? Well, I don't. It's not up to me.
Tevrick's got it. You know when you get your pay slip and it says PAYE, pay as you earn?
Yeah.
He's got it. Paint as you earn.
Paint as you earn.
So it goes under the same PAYE.
Yeah.
So she'll think it's pay as you earn.
Oh, you've just been taxed twice.
No, because you're not paying tax.
No, but that's what it will look like. Just what she'll think. Oh, you've been taxed twice. Oh, yeah, shit. I've got less money because I've been taxed twice.
But then just bamboozle her with tax jargon words and she won't ask. She'll regret the day she ever did ask because none of us understand the tax system. Done. You're free. She'll never know.
Cass says, does that include me and Darius? There are some exceptions, Cass. There were so many syllables in the word, that name was bound to happen somewhere. We went, nope, not lying. Honestly, he was, I think, from Zimbabwe. He was a really cool dude. I still don't... Right, chat. Honestly, close. How do I do it here? Is this name a real name? Right? And then we're going to go find it from Kai, because I think he's lying to me. I still think he's lying. Right? This is going to be a whole... it's going to be a whole poll now, because I think you still think you're pulling my leg here, Kai. Quite frankly, just to get me to say it. Right? Have you seen the name, Lise? I see you've just mouthed the name quietly. Yeah. I think he's lying still. There's nobody else.
Is the C like an S?
If I had to pick someone, it would be Mini Wargaming Dave from miniwargaming.com. Game as you earn. Non-taxable deduction to wages. Not sure a lot of people would want that on their wages, though.
Maybe it's Randy Soon-to-Pay. Like a very soft C. Maybe that's it.
Someone who's constantly indebted to loan sharks. Old soon to pay.
Yeah. Randy Soon-to-Pay. It sounds very exotic.
I mean,
like that one.
Yeah. I wonder, is there a phonetic version of it, Kai, that you're not being told?
I'm going to say yes, that's the real name. Soon-to-Pay.
I don't
Your mind's
believe...
in the gutter, that's why.
No, it's just, there's no way that's... Right, okay. I don't know if it's real, and I'm not Googling it, but it sounds like a job for Luke. Phone poll works now, lovely. Oh, okay. Yesterday it wasn't working, so maybe they've rolled out an update. There's been issues with polls recently for mobile apps, whereby they've not been showing when we put the polls up. And a lot of people have been having dramas with it, so hopefully people are now not having the issues. If I think specifically Android, but there was some issues on iOS as well, because I had some issues on iOS. Hopefully they fixed it for us. Anyway, have we got some more genuine names as well? Too silly to not be real. Well, 56 people have voted so far, Dave. 70% of people are saying it is real. That's mad. So I think I have a few hobby heroes, to be honest with you. If I really stop and look at it, right? Now, for me personally, one of the biggest ones at the moment, he should be on more than 27 people. Joe should. Joe's been... I don't know anybody. I don't know if I've ever met anybody else who has just such a permanent and consistent passion for the hobby at all times. So last night we did Joe's birthday stream. And I paid the money to him last night. So last night he received a bonus payment of £150. I wish I could do more for him, but he received a bonus payment of £150 because it was his birthday. And he was so grateful. And so far, honestly, I've had about 6 or 7 things through from him. Well, I might buy this with my extra special money. That's what he's calling it, by the way, as well. Genuinely. I'm like, right, Joe, that's 40k stuff. That's work purchases.
Yeah.
Business expense. Don't buy that. Okay. I might buy this. Okay, Joe, that's Age of Sigmar stuff. That's still hobby. So that's still a business expense. And then today, he's messaged me finally today. He's like, I think I finally settled. I'm going to do my Chaos Heresy army. Okay, Joe, that's still hobby. That's still work purchase. That's still a business expense.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this isn't for something that I'm going to buy as part of the channel. Like, go and buy something that's for you.
Yeah.
That isn't hobby. And he's like, no, he is so incredibly passionate. The man lives, breathes, dreams 40k all the time. And, you know, throughout the end of 9th edition, I started to not love the hobby too much. Start of 10th edition, I really didn't love the hobby too much. And honestly, Joe is one of those people that, without any shadow of a doubt, because of him, I managed to get to a point where I'm enjoying it more and I'm having fun again. And he's just kind of... His passion and love for the hobby, for the game, for the narrative, for the lore, for 40k is just incredibly infectious. And he doesn't do it on purpose. There's just him all the time. And you'll hear him say on multiple streams, I just fucking love Warhammer. And he does. That's him all the time. Like genuinely all the time. So I know I've joked about it can't be us. And I know I've joked about this many people think Joe is a Warhammer hero. And thank you to Matt Gentile. Thank you to Matt for gifting 10 more. So actually, even more people now think that Joe is in fact a Warhammer hero. Thank you, Matt. You're a legend. But he's just so incredibly infectious with how passionate and how much he loves the hobby. So he's the first one. Secondly, it won't be a massive surprise. I said it earlier already. Mr. the War Hipster, right? So I didn't really know Josh until the start of this year. at all. I knew of him. I knew that he painted and did painting tutorials. I didn't really ever watch. I'm not a person who typically watches other hobby content on the whole. Literally do it as a job. So I don't really want to go watching it because it's my job. So I got to a point where a lot of my downtime would be taken with doing other things now, video games, my motorbike, etc., that kind of stuff. But I got to know Josh mostly through the gaming channel, through playing Call of Duty with him, because he messaged me one day because we knew of each other. We were talking and said, "Hey, I play the game. You need another person. I'll come and play with you and Jay." So I got to know Josh, and I got chatting to him on things like WhatsApp. And I was a person who, when Contrast first came out, I first used Contrast, and I couldn't make it work for me at all. I couldn't make it work for me. I just couldn't. And then there was a couple of conversations I had with Josh, and he said, "Look, watch this video." And he sent me specific videos of things I should watch for Contrast. It's safe to say now I've started to enjoy painting again, and I've been following Josh's tutorials, and I'll Google things. I will purposely go on YouTube now and seek out his videos to see how I can make this particular color work, or this particular color work, or this particular scheme work, right? And that's because I've started to enjoy painting again and be less stressed about it, and it takes me a lot less time. My biggest issue is time. I'm quite time poor on the whole. So I don't really, if I really sit and painted the way that I wanted to paint it would take me 3 weeks to paint one single figure. I haven't got that time. I can't do that. And I have to accept a slightly lower standard than what I would like to do so I can paint more than one model. But part of doing that is also finding techniques that speed that process up. And that's what he's done for me. And he was talking about this on his stream earlier, because Josh streams 8 o'clock every Wednesday as the warm-up act. And he was talking about this before, but I'm a person who also prefers to predominantly use GW paints, just use brushes, all that kind of stuff. I have an airbrush. I don't love it. I don't get on with it. I have other paints. I use some of them frequently, but mostly I just use GW paints. So, and that's exactly what he does. He does better GW painting tutorials now than GW do. It's a fact. So he was the other one, because I wouldn't have. There's no way that I would have painted or got to a point where I'm starting to paint again without Josh. My third and final hobby hero, Warhammer Hero. This will become no surprise to you. The man flew from California and thrashed himself over a whole weekend for our launch stream.
He was such an easy house guest.
I mean, he always is, but that's our man from Titans, Mr. the Adrian. Flew all the way over from California, landed on the Wednesday, jet lagged to fuck, helped me set up the stream throughout the Wednesday evening. We went to Warhammer World on a Thursday to hang out with some people. We came back that night. We met all the Thanes on Friday and did even more prep for the studio. He played 3 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday. We did a talking head, another game on Monday. So he filmed 6 games over the course of 3 days for us, as well as a talk show as well.
He's kind of incredible.
I took him back to the airport on Tuesday, and he was knackered. He was fucked. He was completely exhausted. I was as well, to be fair. I think most of the team were pretty tired. But what incredible kindness.
He's amazing, because when you're in the guest room, because it's not your bed and it's not your detergent and the house doesn't smell how you recognize it, and maybe you're in a different climate, so it's too hot, too cold, you never get the quality sleep because it's just not home.
Yeah.
And he was just so nice. And every morning I came down and made him coffee, and I was always, "Are you okay? Did you sleep all right?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's a great bed." And I feel like going, "Bullshit, Adrian. That's the guest bed. Nobody likes that bed."
No, I think it's a good bed.
But bless him, and he was just so. You could have thrown the busiest days back to back at him.
What we did.
But we
literally did.
It could have been worse, and he would have been like, "Yep, that's fine." And then he's like a pre-made TV personality. He's just, you wind him up and watch him go. He's amazing.
We did throw an incredible routine at him. He said on stream, I didn't know this till after the fact. He said on stream, "I can't wait for some home-cooked English cooking." Yeah, we ate shit takeaway all week because we didn't have time. We didn't stop. We just ate shit food all the time. It was fucking McDonald's and Chinese and Five Guys, because we just need to order something, turn up to the studio. It can turn up whilst we're in between changing the streams over and getting the new stream set up. It turns up, we throw it down our face, we get ready, we go again, we stream again. It was a crazy weekend, and he flew all the way from California to come and do that for a long weekend with no complaints.
I wish we could get Adrian back over here. And when when you get your young teens who want to start off on YouTube, being able to say, here is a YouTuber. He lives and breathes it. This is his life. He travels around the country doing it. He's traveled across the world doing it. Ask him anything. The endurance you need for being a YouTuber, the long hours, because people think it's not. It's very long hours. No, you're too abrasive. You'll scare them too much. All the stuff that goes behind it, so the e-commerce side of it, the analytics, the training new members of staff, and then you figure out that it's not quite what they thought and they don't want to do it anymore, so you have to find other people.
Oh,
you have to be consistent the whole time.
Larbrythe's shown a ditch. Happy birthday in Irish, as Liam is Irish for William. By skill and by coffee. Hope you have a great one.
Thank you, Stu. Absolutely. Thanks for the 5 gifted as well. 42 people think that Joe is a Warhammer hero now. Fun fact, my family origins on my father's side are from Ireland. County Mayo specifically. I think it was my dad's nan and husband, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure where it... I haven't done my family tree. But somewhere there is where the Irish lineage comes from. So my name Dempsey is of Irish descent. I don't know. It was either my dad's grandparents or my dad's great grandparents. Someone like that actually came across from County Mayo. There you go. Is Luce having a pop at your beard? Abrasive. Adrian is amazing. Holds onto dice like an epileptic with a pack of tactics. Yeah. He's just messaged me now. I just said, we're saying nice things about you, but if he tunes in and hears that, it's like, oh, that doesn't sound like nice things at all. But yeah, he is a legend. So they're my 3. I know at the start of the stream chat, I said to you guys, you can't pick influencers and you can't pick our team. And I've gone and picked Joe, Warhipster, and Adrian. But because of the circles I mix in, they're the people that obviously we talked about models for heroes as well, but they're the 3 guys who throughout this year have just been like, I went out there for the launch of 10th edition as well and spent I lived in Adrian's kitchen basically. And
I would absolutely nominate Adrian, because you're going to pump up your own team anyway, because that's your team. Yeah. So to nominate someone else, I would 100% nominate Titans.
Like I said, Warhipster isn't my team, but so I picked Joe just because Joe is so. And I thank you so much, by the way, Anthony, for the 5. Let Joe buy his crack. But the Joe can buy his crack through the business, Anthony. The money that he made from last night's birthday stream should very much be just for him. It should be for him. It's his, this was him to go in. I don't care if he buys a fancy pair of trainers or, I don't know, some quilted toilet paper. Something that's just for him to, he's so, sometimes throughout the year, I've been a couple of occasions where I bought him some treats. So I bought him a new headset for his gaming and a new controller for his gaming, amongst other bits and bobs. That's because the man doesn't spend money on himself. So, and if he does, he buys a hobby, and I'm like, why have you bought that? Well, because we need it for the channel, right? So why have you bought that? Because we need it for the channel. Why have you bought it? Well, we need it, so I went and got it. This isn't how business purchases work, Joe. So that's what I do nice things from, because he's just amazing. Willow says she nominates the unicorn. That fucking bed. That unicorn bed, honestly. In the kitchen as well.
I think if you're a house that has small children in, you need a bedroom with a door that shuts. But Adrian doesn't have kids, so they're probably like, meh, there's a man in the kitchen. Whereas the kids would be like, oh, there's a man in the kitchen.
The temptation to jokingly bring the spare bed down into the kitchen was, or put it in the conservatory, was strong, to be honest with you. It was strong. Absolutely strong. There was a paediatrician, Mr. Scary. Oh my God, was there? That doesn't sound like that's a name you want as a paediatrician, is it really? Come on, kids, we're off to see Mr. Scary. No.
Come on, tell me where it hurts. No, I'm all good now, Mum.
But some of these people, to be honest with you, Evening Liam and Luke, hey Dan, to be honest with you, some of these people, with the internet now is absolutely awash with Warhammer-based content creators. They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere. You can't move for them nowadays. There's billions of them. And what I like about people like Jay, people like Adrian Titans, people like Warhipster, is you actually get genuine people there who are doing this because they love it. They're not doing it to get rich. They're not doing it to try and bleed people of money. They're not doing it to get you right. There's no clickbait title. There's no fuck it. It's just they do it simply because they love it and it's their favorite thing. And like the thing that one of the biggest things I ever took away from working with Titans was actually that the whole point of the stream, the whole intent of the stream, is just to entertain people.
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Who?
Shall we ask him how much your Brigadier Dempsey saved his marriage? Shall we ask him?
John, Mr. De Silva, right? I came up with a new business idea. I want to run it by you. I feel like you're the sort of person that would use it, right? Because, you know, the past shows that you're the sort of person that would use it, right? My new business idea, John, is very simple, right? You email me, you pay a £20 fee, right? £20 a lot, so you save up and you buy your hobby purchases all in one go. So you make your massive hobby purchase all in one go, right? And then you email me with a list of what you've ordered and £20 fee. At which point, I will write you a custom email, right? Which says, congratulations, John. You are the lucky winner of... And then I'll list all the things that you've just bought. Big brain plays that.
But what are we going to call it?
Well, I don't know yet. I don't know what we're going to call it yet.
The plan all falls apart the minute she says, oh, what competition was that you won? And he doesn't have a background story. The whole thing falls apart before it's even started.
He didn't have a background story and he ran that one for quite a while, to be fair.
And did it save his marriage?
Amber, thank you for the gifted. 43 people think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. 43 people. Did it save his marriage? We're still married, so yes. Let's say yes.
Happily?
I mean,
or under duress now?
I don't know if anyone can say that. Melody and I nominated Joe from War Games Live because streams are the most pure thing we've got going. Really good ambassador for the game. Joe is very good ambassador for the game, Willow, yeah. Absolutely 100%. And he works his nuts off as well. I would invest £80,000 right now. See?
No, John!
John gets it.
That's not.
John gets it. This is something we could definitely take to Dragon's Den, 100%.
But what are you going to call it?
Well, we haven't...
You can't take it anywhere if it doesn't have a name. They're going to chew you up and spit you out in that boardroom.
It doesn't need a name.
Mm-hmm.
Companies don't need a name.
Yes, I think they do.
Nah.
And they need a logo.
Nah.
With headed paper.
The get out of plastic crack gel free get email. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Mikey. So you can show your wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever they might be, partner. Hey, look. I didn't buy it. Look at this. Look at this email. It says I won it. I'm a competition winner. And look, it's exactly what's here in the pile. No, don't look at the invoice. It's a great business idea.
Invoice redacted.
He said a name. Oh, yeah, Secret Santa is the name. Oh, yeah, Secret Santa. Plastic crack sweepstakes.
That's going to give it away.
Great Hall Grand Prize draw. Exactly. You just need some random, normal, like, stupid name for a giveaway.
I thought Stu had the name Happily Divorced. I was like, oh, that's a bit of a name, isn't it?
It's not a service I need. Fair enough. Fair enough. Elon has some stupid company names doing okay. Well, are they doing okay, though? Is Twitter, who's been changed to X, doing great right now?
I've just got it. Inspiration from Jill. Because she's put, I win so many raffles. Could call it, I bloody love a raffle. We could call it that.
It's not really a business name, Liz.
Yes, it is. I bloody love a raffle.
No.
Look, I won. I bloody love a raffle.
More mead required. How about win exactly what you want?
That's not much of a competition then.
I mean, I like it.
You got to make it look like the real deal.
Oh, it's going down too easy tonight. Anyway, chat. Is it really true that only 43 people out of the 163 people watching think that Joe is a Warhammer hero? What's Joe's last name? Whatever, I want it to be Tim. Why? Luke's wait till the letter turns up for Liam tomorrow. Read that back. Read the back of the envelope. Oh, yeah, he sent me a parcel of some sort.
Oh, okay.
I'm hoping it's some shavings.
Because it's me that usually takes them in. So if there's any kind of...
Well, I'm out pretty early tomorrow, so I'm out at like 10:30 tomorrow, so you probably will be the person bringing it in. I won't be back until half 11 midnight after the stream, so...
Dave B. I'm in a marriage. I need a cover story.
But come on, people. Only 43 people think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. Really? Dempsey's deceptions. That might give it away, Ozzy.
Yeah, that's going to give it away. What an odd raffle. Why would you call it that?
Joe can't even build a legal list or do an intro, though. I mean, the intro... What's wrong with the list? The intro, you're not wrong. But would you have it any other way, Willow? That's the important question.
You know there's Craigslist?
Yeah.
Maybe something list.
Shindler.
No, not that guy.
Oh. Not that guy.
Not that guy.
I'm a plastic crack addict. Keep my marriage going. Again, we're possibly giving the name away a little bit here, Tel. I'm Holio. Thank you for the 5 gifted. More people think Joe's a hobby hero. Look at that.
Emperor's List? No.
I think there's too much on the name of this business.
The name is the company, Liam. It needs... Why did you choose Great Hall Gathering and not just Liam's Mates?
Well, we started off with Dempsey Con, Lou, so we did start off with Liam's Mates, basically.
Then why didn't you stay with Dempsey?
Because we didn't need to keep the original name. You don't need the first name.
Liam.
Great Hall Gambling Hall. That's what it's GHG. It's Great Hall Gambling. That's what we're going to call it.
Ooh.
I took part in Great Hall Gambling.
You could use the same logo, just tweak it.
Liam's Lottery. I took part of the Great Hall Gambling, and I won. I won Liam's Lottery. There you go.
Ooh.
Nailed it.
See, the name was just floating around the room. Just needed to wait for it to
Thanks,
land.
Star. You nailed it. Did we calculate how much we raised from Joe's B-Day stream? It was about 120 odd quid in the end, Nurgle Matthew, so I just rounded it up to 150 and gave it to him.
Nobody. Just won the giveaway, actually.
Just the one giveaway, actually, is amazing. Yeah, I rounded it up to about 150 for him and give it to him last night, which is why I'm trying to claw it back tonight in Super Chats and memberships. And chat's just... It's Christmas, isn't it? Chat's not interested anymore. Oh, my God, I've got such an itchy leg. Ah.
Jonathan says, Blue Waffle Society.
No, don't read that out. Do you know what that is?
If your partner Googles it, the initial image throws them off the scent.
I mean,
what a
that's
scent.
Genius move.
They'll never ask again.
Yeah. That's a genius move. Don't tell the other half the real cost as a name. It's good to see you're doing more COD content. Shame they got rid of DMZ. They haven't got rid of it, Amber. It still exists. We played a little bit for the last part of the stream today. The thing is, Call of Duty is one of my escapisms now when I'm not building, painting, researching, streaming, filming, editing, all that kind of nonsense. But actually, I've come to realise I just fucking love streaming. So the problem we had with it originally pre the new studio was I promised it at the same time every single week, right? Now, originally it was Monday, which was fine, but in the new year, we're going to be using Monday as a content day in the studio. And the 40k content just has to come first. Absolutely has to come first. And so I don't want to have people going, we should be getting a Call of Duty stream today on a Monday on the gaming channel. And I'm like, well, no, you're not anymore. So I moved it to a Wednesday because I stay at home on a Wednesday, so Lucy can go and do whatever the hell she wants, and I look after the kids. But the problem with that was, one, I look after the kids, so I need to be present for them as much as possible. And two, I've often got other stuff to do. So today we did a 4-hour stream, but that's only because I was like, fuck it, it's the week before Christmas. I don't care. We're just going to chill out, and that's why. But it's not going to be every Wednesday. So I said in the gaming channel Discord, I said to people, look, if you're okay with it being sporadic, and I'm just going to every now and again just going to go live, and you don't know when it's coming, I could keep going live. I just like talking to chat. Chat make me smile. You lot make me smile. You lot make me laugh. I've jokingly said a few times that you lot are the hobby. If you could vote for a collective rather than for an individual, and I don't know if you can or not. Maybe you can. For me, our community, both in the live chats on the streams and in the Discord server, and the OnlyFans specifically in the WhatsApp chat, are just amazing human beings. You're all incredible people. Yes, Cass. Before you ask, I do include people like you and Starius. You're all incredible people. We're amazingly humbled. I'm looking forward to the New Year's Eve stream when we look back on the last year. Lucy and I are constantly incredibly humbled. Joe is constantly incredibly humbled by how mad you lot are and how loyal you lot are. And, you know, I get worried when the streams don't perform so well with things like members and super chats. But let's look back at the year. The year's been absolutely amazing, and it's because of you lot. So, you know, it's the gaming channel is something we're doing now just because I like it. Like I said, I've just come to the realization that me and my happy place is streaming. I just like streaming, and I find it easy to get on with building models whilst I'm streaming on Twitch, or I find it easy to get on with playing Call of Duty if I'm streaming. I don't know what it is. I just like streaming. I just enjoy streaming. So I've been contemplating and talking. I said to Luce today, right, early, just before streaming, literally just before streaming, I was like, I want to move the office around. Now, part of the reason for that is I have itchy feet. I like change. I really like change. But I also, the COD stream doesn't work with the camera on when the sun's out in the summertime. You saw it on Sunday on the Twitch stream, right? It looked like my face was on fire. Literally looked like I was part of the sun for a brief moment. So I was like, how can I move it around, like, to make that work better? As well, I watched a guy who streams a lot of COD content, a guy called Stoda. I was watching a video that he put up 2 days ago about his hobby setup. I was looking at his hobby setup and like, how can I make this work? So that, like, I have a similar kind of front wall to back wall, right, and all that kind. And I'm constantly trying to tweak and improve streams, but I've just come to the realization that I just enjoy streaming all the time. Brigadier Dempsey's Make-A-Wish Foundation.
God, no.
I'm into it, John. I'm into it. But yeah, so I just come to that realization. I just enjoy streaming, so that's why we're doing some more COD stuff. It's a shame they're not continuing DMZ on Modern Warfare 3. It is a shame, but it's nothing we can do about it. I am enjoying Warzone. The big thing will always be, however, that this channel will forevermore, that it's probably won't ever change. This will be the one that comes first, because it's literally the one that pays all the bills. It has the studio, all that kind of stuff. But hey, I'm enjoying it right now, so thanks for the kind words anyway. I went on a bit of a ramble then about as one comment, but you know, not continuing on one with 3 to the radical stupid zombie mode. Yeah, exactly. The DLC, £70 DLC. Ugh. There used to be a stripper in Aldershot called DD Mellons. You could call it DD Mellons Massive Prizes, and they'll never know.
I think that might start more arguments than we're trying to prevent here.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, that is a potential issue right there. Hey, what's this DD Mellons you've been paying money to?
So we've got Naughty K,
which is the dating app.
Nerd Napping,
which is how you get away for a hobby weekend without getting told off.
And the Great Hall Gambling.
Great Hall Gambling, which is that's my favourite now.
So all three of them have a cause for concern in the title. Which is good. We have a theme. Well, Naughty K, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Nerd Napping, you don't know that man, don't get in that van. And Great Hall Gambling, where's all the money
gone? But then what you do, right, what you do then is you come up with it's very common practice this. But you come up with a parent business name for all of these things.
Okay.
Okay. Which is just a completely innocent name of something.
Wombat Facts.
I think a wife would be like, why have you spent that much money on Wombat Facts?
Okay.
It doesn't really work. You'd have to be like Morrison's. Change the last O for an I.
Yeah, it works
at a glance, I'd be like, oh, he's just spent some money at Morrison's.
Oh, okay, I see.
Because the company name's what would show up on the bank statement. Oh, he spent some money. He spent £100 at Morrison's.
Okay.
Yeah, I see.
But we need a tagline for each of these, because every good company has a tagline.
So okay, right, I'm not sure now. Now we're going in deep here.
Do you have a tagline?
For what?
The Great Hall Gathering.
Yeah.
What is it?
If you fuckers don't super chat, my kids don't eat.
No, not that one. Usually it's something really catchy like be less shit or something.
It's Lucy's favourite one, that one. Exclamation mark chat in the chat. Right? Oh, look at what Fishgun said. Instead of Great Hall, Great Hall.
Oh! I love that one.
Lucy's writing that one down now. That's going to be Great Hall Gambling, I think.
Great Hall Gambling. Love that one.
Parent company name, Marital Advice for Men. What happens if it's not a man, though, John? That starts a hell of an argument if it's not a man. Dave F, thank you for the 5. Happy Christmas. Missed so many live streams. Just pissed at Games Workshop having waited for World Eater Codex again while mates have theirs. Maybe I should go play Smurfs. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go play Smurfs. Stick to World Eaters. You'll be fine, Dave. Their book's okay right now. You'll be fine. How you doing, AD? Thanks for the 5.
I'm sure you do have a tagline.
I don't think we do have a
Is it
tagline.
just bye, have a wonderful time?
That's Joe.
Is that the one?
That's not my tagline. That's Joe to start with, right? Or if they already married, exactly. Make a wish foundation. No, we can't just use another Dame John. You're not trying now, are you? Who's your mead supplier? Apparently my dad wants a bottle for Christmas. Thought I'd try and get a bottle of. This is what I have. Where are you based, Tim? You in the UK? This is Vikings Blood Mead. I'm not sponsored. I asked them for a sponsorship and realised that the owner is a fucking lunatic. This is Vikings Blood Mead from the Lancashire Mead Company. I have bought it from them direct. And it's come within 2 days. I've also bought it from a company called Quaff. No, not that thing your missus does in bed.
That's a
Quaff. Yeah. KWOFF. And they normally get it to me within 2 days as well. This is too nice. It's far too nice, to be honest with you. So that's where I get it from, right? I'm genuinely, honestly, I'm a little bit sad that if we do a here's everything that's wrong with the hobby right now stream, we get another 150 people watching.
Mostly Harmless has got it, the parent company.
Totally Legit Company Incorporated.
Yeah, that's the one. Totally Legit Company Inc.
Like it. Do you not think that's a really? Do you think it's a really sad state of affairs, though, Luce?
Possibly, but I'm in a good mood. So I'm going to glaze over this topic and remain in a good mood.
No, we are. I'm in a good mood because of the 154 people with us. Only 48 people, however, think that Joe's a Warhammer hero out of those 154. If every single person...
That's it, Gaz! Where there are no dicks, only massive members. That's it! I knew you had a tagline. I was like, what is it he always says? And it's not, bye, have a wonderful time. Because that's Joe.
I haven't said that forever. I'm not sure if we can call it a tagline if I haven't said it forever.
We need to say it lots now, Gaz. Quick, go.
Do we? Okay. Not too many mods on here, they were falling asleep. No, they're here. Gaz is above you. Dave B's right below you. What are you talking about? 156 people watching though. If every single person gifted one, just one, then more than 100 people would think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. If every single person did what Christopher Sanford's just done and gifted 5, I might take another stream off next week. But thank you so much, Chris, for the gifted 5. We're now over halfway. 53.
That tagline works for all 3 sub companies. Naughty K, no dicks, just massive members. That works. Nerd napping, no dicks, just massive members.
I don't know if it works so well for nerd napping.
Genuinely concerned where my husband's going for the weekend. And then Great Hall Gambling, no dicks, just massive members.
It doesn't work.
Oh, that you're a big dick, are you? Gambling the rent away.
It doesn't work for the last 2.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
We just need to tweak it.
No, it's not tweak it. It just worked. What was the other website you said had it? Lancashire Mead Company sold out. Queef. Hang on. I'll get it for you.
Not Queef, it's Quaff.
I'll get the website for you.
And it's not Quiff because that's hair. Although Queef and Quiff could have hair in common.
You buy it, and I can't get it after this stream for Christmas, I'm gonna be really pissed off. This product is currently sold out. Apparently, it's all sold out. You just have to Google it. Cornet Ed for the. I've just come back to the stream. Cornet Ed for the gifted 5. Thank you so much. People love to hate on 40k without being. Why though, Amber?
Amazon have it. Carl says.
Do they? Legit. 58 people think that Joe's a legend. He's just messaged me. He said, Call of Duty after the stream. No. Vikings, Blood, Mead. I need this in my life. From Lancashire Mead Company, Carl.
No, I think that's the Quaffle.
Quaff's the website.
No, Cass has said, isn't Quaff something from Harry Potter Quidditch? There's all those balls in Quidditch. There's a snitch. Is it the bludger?
I don't see it on Amazon.
And the Quaffle?
I do go back to the search here. Talk amongst yourself, chat. I'm going to find this before the rest of you do and buy it all.
the funny shape.
Is it in
ball. I
stock
think
here? Are you 18 or older? Yes. Don't mind me, chat. I'm just going to... Oh, welcome to our newsletter. No. How quickly can I get hold of it? 2 bottles. Add to cart. Always 2 bottles. How quickly is it going to get to me, though, chat?
Ooh, Star, that's good. So Star's got one for Great Hall Gambling. It's not losing if you feed the addiction. It's quite concerning.
Fucking cheesy, that. 1 to 3 business days? No, it needs to be faster.
Christmas Eve is a business day. It's a Sunday this year, isn't it?
It's not a business day, don't know.
It could still get here, because Saturday is a business day for a lot of people.
Currently unavailable on Amazon. Don't lie to me, whoever said it was in stock. No, I'm going to run out at Christmas time. This makes me sad. You can just watch me do my shopping now, chat. Right, this is what you deserve now, quite frankly.
What's the tagline going to be for nerd napping? Because that one...
Get in the fucking van.
That one for Great Hall Gambling, it's not losing if you feed the addiction. That's so good.
Just 58 people think that Joe is a hobby hero, Luce.
It's not losing. I'm writing that down.
Great Hall Gambling, it's not losing if you feed the addiction is a great tagline, by the way, Star. Thanks
You know the word losing? I always think it's spelt wrong, but it's not, is it?
Joe pushed my shit in at my very first event at Factorum. I still think of him if I sit down for too long. What's our plans anyway, people, for Christmas? Talk to me about your plans, chat. Because my plans was to try and take more time off, but that's not happened. So I just want to know what you're going to do. So we are probably going to be... I don't know if we'll make it on Boxing Day, which would normally be a Tuesday game. It depends what time my parents go home. If Lucy and I have had one too many sherries and my parents go home early enough, I might be like, camera on! That might happen. Just to warn you off, right? It's a possibility. The Wednesday there, we'll have a normal 40k show. I was hoping to take that off as well, but we probably can't really afford to have that one off as well. And then we'll be back to Thursday. Will be a Talking Heads as well. No Liam and Joe show because Joe's busy for the day because he's with family over Christmas. Friday will be the return of 40k After Dark, and then we will be doing the... is it Sunday New Year's Eve this year?
Yes.
Is it Sunday New Year's Eve? Sunday New Year's Eve, yeah. A bonus stream on New Year's Eve. If you could hang out. But instead of the Liam and Joe show, do not panic, because instead of the Liam and Joe show, what you'll get instead is you'll get probably a Twitch hobby stream for the day, because I need to make up my Twitch hours before the end of the month. All right? Smeg for Brain, Nerd Nap, TM. Thanks for the gifted membership. 59 people think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. I have to make it about Joe to see if I can get people to gift, you see. This. First long journey with our 2-month-olds. Not normally too bad at 2 months, because they typically just sleep, right?
I think our worst journey with Jim Jam was when we were toilet training him. And we were doing really well at going to the toilet before we got in the car, and then going when we got out the car, and then we got stuck in traffic on the M25 in either the far right lane or the middle one, and then he says, I need the toilet, and that was it then. No!
Yeah.
Don't go!
Danger close. Our plans are to visit my parents in Cornwall. Sounds amazing. Plan for Christmas, work through and save annual leave for the birth of my third and final heir to my throne in March. Sounds amazing. Oh, we can see Lucy's face on stream.
What?
Well, Boxing Day stream or... What's that noise?
It's on your music, I think.
It's not. The high-pitched noise. Hang on. Hear it now?
Yeah, but...
It's not this. Not what that is. Yes, and thank you for the single gifted. Up to 70. 30 to go, chat. 30 to go for target. And I was going to set 150 targets, and I'm glad I wasn't greedy. Visiting family for Christmas. We could maybe for a special New Year's Eve stream, we'll do a loose face reveal. Like that.
Mm-mm.
No loose cam.
No.
Oh, there you go. All right, you lot, isn't she?
Stu Will, I'm hosting an event for veterans who are by themselves, mostly divorced, by some widowed as well. I'm calling it the Living In Dinner. like what we used to do before stand-up.
Yeah, I heard about that. We spoke about it, didn't we, on Instagram, Stu? Sounds fucking incredible, by the way. Absolutely incredible. Please consider subbing to the channel and support him, aiming to get 30k subs. We are going to get there, guys. We're just not going to get there before New Year's, which is a shame. I'm cooking food today, visiting family for Christmas, then going to Warhammer World on the 28th. Sounds amazing. Twitch streams sake. What's wrong with Twitch streams, Cass? Hanging out with some friends and take part in snooker event. That sounds amazing. It's blurry. Can't tell if Luce or Luke. Rocking the Remy tonight. Yeah, absolutely. The car seat currently brings on less of the sleep, more of the punami. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't miss those.
I saw an advert on telly about punami-proof nappies.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, I think it sounds bad because then if the poo's being kept in the nappy to save the clothes, which can go in a hot wash, then is the baby still going to cry? Therefore, the nappy rash might get worse. I don't know. I just watched that advert and I thought,
Yeah. I feel like this is well off topic. I get the convenience sometimes of it not causing discomfort to the child in certain circumstances. Right? Not common, but certain circumstances. The problem is with a lot of these products is they're just going to encourage children to just sit in their own mess, or parents to leave them for longer. That's my issue with it. Like, in a certain circumstance where I'm half an hour away from home, I've been travelling for the last 3 hours, he's just shat himself. I'm so close to home, he'll wait half an hour. Once every 7 months that might happen. Okay, cool. That makes sense then. Right? It's a one-off. But that's not how it'll be used, is it? That's the problem.
Yeah, it's the smell as well. Like, maybe you've stopped it leaking out the nappy, but the smell and the acidity of it on the skin.
Tevrick with the 5 gifted. Ah! What a hero. Thanks, man. What a legend. 75 total. Brand new of the finest members. Thank you so much. Street Spirit gifted 1. Who's Street Spirit? Thanks for 1 gifted. You hero. You hero. True Sherlock. The Spurs bench. Oh, sounds like someone who likes Tottenham. Oh dear. Shane Fuller. Tim, what?
Gaz nerd napping. Free scented hanky for every new member.
Hey, does this hanky smell like chloroform? Luce, is this your last stream before Christmas? Yeah, it will be, won't it?
Yeah.
Because tomorrow is me and Joe on the in the podcast area, and then a stream with Paddy, and then we're off until possibly Boxing Day, maybe the day after. I was gonna definitely take Friday and Boxing Day off, but I don't. It's not. We've not done as well this month as I would have liked post studio build. But I'm also aware I'm being incredibly greedy, so you know. Thanks for the nappy talk. Pairs well with dinner. You're very welcome.
So welcome.
Tell Joe he can have some granola cookies on me. Fancy ones, Tevrick, eh? Fancy ones. Hey, this will be your last stream before Christmas.
Yes, it will.
There's a charge. Come downstairs. I think he's gone for some charge.
If he pulls that sofa out one more time.
The other half's to pay to get them back.
Oh, he's gone and pulled the sofa out.
But I don't feel like that's a I don't think that's as lucrative though. If at that point, to be fair, Smoke for Brain, we're just holding people hostage, aren't we? Merry Christmas, niece. She's literally just left the room, Dave, so you missed that. Nerd nap. Resting place for victims. We were supposed to be talking about people's hobby heroes right now. Okay. Who is your hobby hero for the year? Come on, chat. Let's get some final good stories and good votes in right now, please. Please, people. 2 babies I've not had CGI CK chicken korma since I just can't spell. Okay. Exclamation mark gift in chat as well. Or if you're a grey name, exclamation mark snipe me, all one word. Alright, exclamation mark snipe me, all one word if you're a grey name. Okay. I'm going to end the poll now as well. We have had 157 votes, Lou. 63% of people do in fact believe that Randy Cunterpay is
soon to pay.
Is he? Is he? Apparently, it's a real name. 63% of people think it's a real name. Can I vote for myself? No. Duncan. My hobby hero is the friend who got me into playing the game this year, says Christopher Sanford. He's my hobby hero as well. because you're here now. So it's just
Did you read out the nerd nap idea?
that's just hostage holding at that point. It's not a business then, is it? It's literally just taking people hostage.
Maybe the wives will pay you. Can you just keep him hostage?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I think to say as well.
That's a fourth business.
Fuck, we're gonna need a bigger warehouse. Constantly inspired by his walking kit bashes and conversions. That's amazing. I'd like to nominate a small stream that's working really hard to grow their numbers. A wee fella called Steve B. Fuck you, John. I was reading that like, oh, this will be interesting. No. It's not working hard if you just buy them. Hobby Heroes Eddie, who with everything going on has still made it to play games for the channel. Oh, bless you, Gaz. What did Adam say at the first Christmas? It's Christmas, Eve.
Oh.
To be honest, it is Joe. I've been in a shit place, and his chirpy personality on stream has entertained me and kept me kind of sane. Yeah, like I said, he's infectious, right? Absolutely infectious. Kind of sane. Yeah, I get it, Dave. I get it. We have, however, chat, 8 minutes before Luke's fact and 24 members to go. I won't tell you the pitiful currently total super chat amount for the stream. Pitiful. But 24 members, 8 minutes. Okay, if you want to know, £58 in super chat so far. So Friday night will be McDonald's instead now. All right.
All right.
Is that okay?
I'll have a Big Mac.
Half.
I'll have half a Big Mac.
We'll share a Big Mac on Friday now.
We'll have 70-30 Big Mac.
We can't go to that fancy restaurant anymore. 70-30 in whose favour?
Mine.
Oh, I see.
It's my Big Mac that I'm
Okay.
generously sharing with you.
I will say, on Monday when we went to Cadbury World with the kids for a day out, we stopped at KFC on the way there.
Yeah.
New KFC fries.
Amazing.
Game changing.
Yeah.
Now the best. Of course, Joe's infectious. He's a true servant of Nurgle. Yeah, I mean, he is as well. Yeah, absolutely. Imagine the food bill for a load of 40k hostages. I don't. At that point, Carl, the business is just not profitable. I love McDonald's. I mean, it's not really what we want for a date night, Dan, is it? To be fair, I don't mean me and you. I mean, we'd go somewhere different, obviously. If my missus would pay for me to be nerd napped, she'd be happy I'm out the house.
And it's a bit like the microtransactions of now we've nerd napped you. To get them back today, you could pay this. For us to bring them back tomorrow, you could pay this. For us to keep them for the week, you could pay this.
I feel like I'd have to go up though.
Yeah, it would.
I feel like people would want them to keep them out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. So you could pay this, or you could pay this.
Dave says his wife would pay for him to be nerd napped permanently. I don't know why I continuously try and pull these streams back on track, because it never works. Never works. You're just back into nerd napping again. We've done this business idea chat to death, right? Mine is my friend who lets me use his custodies to play against him. That's amazing, Amber. What a legend of a friend. I read it too late. They are banging those chips. I had them the other day. Did you get stuffing? No.
You've got the gravy though.
Got the gravy. Dipping those new coated chips in KFC gravy. Go.
I was sniggering to myself, watching you eat your chips and gravy, thinking, you're so northern right now. Chips and gravy.
That was nice. I don't care.
Although the gravy was a bit thin, it's usually thicker.
The gravy was perfect.
The recipe for it's online.
It was perfect.
KFC gravy recipe.
My hobby hero is Bridger. That motherfucker got me into the idea of Taco Bell. If I did a mouth swap now, I'd be 47% Mexican, 45% Creole, and 8% Bug.
A mouth swap?
A mouth swab, it meant to say.
Okay.
You misspelled it.
Good lord, don't swap mouths with anyone. God knows what's been in there.
Your husband has been nerd napped. If you don't pay, we'll bring him back immediately. Amazing. Amazing.
You don't pay.
5 minutes, chat. Still 24 to go. Wait, hang on. Why does that say 66 and mine says 76? Have I jumped the gun here? I think I've jumped the gun here. I think I lied to you. Chat. I think 67. I think I've actually... Oh, it's much worse than I first thought. I think I did bad math before. It's actually 67. It's much worse. It's 33 to go. 140 people in chat. 5 minutes. Luke fact coming. The economy isn't that bad. I mean, it is. As much as I'd love to vote for me, Joe and Mr. Dave B got my votes fucking chat move. They are cut from the same cloth. Chirpy and humble will always think of others before themselves. 100% Cass. Absolutely. Jill, thank you for the 5. It's going to save the fact that I thought we were higher and we're not. Thank you, Jill. We are actually now over 70 finally. Street Spirit, thank you for the 5. Long time lurker, first time super chatter. Gift what I can as you have been pivotal in getting me into the hobby. Merry Christmas. Thank you for all you do.
No.
What an incredible... Thank you.
You stop it.
Thank you. That's amazing. I feel like we work really hard. We don't talk necessarily that much about how hard we work because I think often it doesn't feel like work. Like, we'll do the Liam and Joe show tomorrow, which will be an hour and a half, 2 hours of content. And it's me having a chat with mates, including Joe and you lot. It just doesn't feel like work. It's fun and I enjoy it. And if we can bring more people into the hobby and get more people enjoying the hobby and enjoying, most importantly, the community, I'm really proud of that, to be honest with you. Drew, thanks for the 1 gifted. Liam does Joe math sometimes, says Gaz. 100% I did then. I fucked that up, didn't I?
Is Joe not very good at maths?
If it takes more than his fingers and toes, which is hard for him because he's got 13 fingers and 11 toes, then he struggles with it. He does struggle with it. Merry Christmas, Street Spirits as freshman. Yeah, absolutely 100%. Moving the goalpost, typical. I'm sorry, Esther, I didn't mean to. I mean, I obviously would like it to have been higher, right? That's the whole point in streaming. We have to make money off the streams if the channel doesn't work. Maybe we should market it at the partners of Geeks when they are fed up of listening of that Horus Heresy explanation. The partner could pay for the nerd to be nerd napped and taken. I mean, there is probably multiple ways we can run nerd napping, John. Yes. That's definitely a thing. My heroes would be Adrian Titans for inspiring the joy of orc conversions. Also, you, Liam, for showing me the joy of world eaters. I blame the both of you for my war eaters. That's amazing, Matt. Amazing. Just turn into Nerd Hitman. Simply Brazen. What a fucking legend. Thank you so much for 10 of the finest gifted. I'm going to jump the gun here and just put it in so I can show you how close you are before the Luke fact, right? I typically like to see, I'll be honest with you, chat, I typically like to see 100 members, £100 of super chats. That's why I'm like, it was an average stream then. That's an average number. So when it's like 70 and 60, I'm like, oh, fuck. We're in trouble here. I was editing to say he's teaching me the game and is very patient with me. I'm slow learning the game, but I'm getting to know the army pretty well. Patience is so key in this hobby in general, though. It's not an easy game to learn. We tried to teach Loose for a while. This was in 9th edition, which I think was probably simpler than 10th edition. It's not an easy game to learn, Amber. It's hard to learn. It's not an easy game to get your head round.
Especially if you're not entirely interested because you're doing it for someone else, it's really hard to learn. Yeah, it's slightly easier if you actually have an interest. Yeah.
Like if you actually really want to learn it, it's slightly easier to learn it, as with anything in the world. But even if you want to learn it, I maintain, even if you want to learn this game, it is quite difficult. I don't think it's very easy at all. Kev, thanks for the 10. I'll wait for Amy to read it out for us. You're a hero. Thank you so much. Peter Blake, thank you for the... Oh, it might happen, Luce. It might happen. Gaz with the 1 as well. Thank you so much. 89. Just 11 to go. If every single one of the 140 of you give 10 right now... I'm joking. Don't do that. That'd be mad. Rules are all written in crayon. My hobby hero is Cookie for getting me out of Tournament 40k into narrative fun games. Not going to talk about that too much, John. Also, when they keep moving the goalposts of rules. Exactly. Constant changes. Some people run course to teach you for a price. We did that. We talked about that, Carl. We talked about that. Anyway, 11 memberships to go, right? But you have behaved yourself. And Luke is here.
Yeah, I'll just go get him.
How much time left, Kinsung? Strictly, we should be finishing now. But I need to hit my goals, right? Tony Winnick, thank you for the gifted. That puts us on 90. I kind of don't want to do your fact just yet, Luce, because she hasn't read Kev's out yet. There we go, Stacey.
Luce, make him buy me a studio gong.
I don't know. I don't like gonks. When did these things become a thing? When did gonks become a thing for Christmas?
A long time ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly? Going narrative is the correct decision. It is. Shots fired, pew pew. Now I've got to wait for the essence to come through. Lucy's prepped with her facts, by the way. Thank you, Suspect, for the gifted membership. What a hero. 91.
Pew, pew, pew.
91 people think. Maybe I made the wrong membership total. Maybe it's just because I told everyone that it's because they thought Joe was our Warhammer hero and no one thinks that Joe's their Warhammer hero.
Oh, Jacob says...
If Liam moves the office space around and you don't record Turtle Table Loose, I swear to cow I will quit my job and ride the buses of Southampton lecturing people on flat earth theory.
I swear to cow.
Thank you for the 5 gifted. Morty, thank you for the 5 gifted. That's amazing. I swear to cow is the greatest phrase I've ever heard. The thing is, Easton, if I have to move my office around, I will have to, in fact, do Turtle Table.
Dan, I thought a gonk was a Star Wars robot.
What?
Gonk.
No, a gonk is a Christmas decoration. Easton, thank you for the 10. Thank you so much, Morty Hammer. Thank you so much, Tevik. You actually have put us over the membership goal. You beautiful, beautiful heroes. That puts us on 101 members. 83 of the finest Super Chat pounds. Stu Will also with 5 more gifted. Thank you, man. You people are incredible. We hit the membership goal. The membership goal is most important to me. So you can stop now. You don't have to Super Chat anymore. You can stop now. I'm happy. I hit the membership goal. That's what I care about the most. Only £83 in Super Chats. Although, why I was doing a little bit, just before we go on to Luke Fact, I was doing a little bit of research earlier. And you know, the most successful... Just fun fact this. YouTube ranks my best performing streams in terms of monetization, right? And I'll be honest, monetization is basically Super Chats and memberships, gifted or normal. Because we don't really make... I don't know if you guys have noticed, we don't really make anything from ad revenue because we don't really put ads on.
Is top spot Joe's spell cast?
No.
Okay.
So I can look over the whole year, actually. Let's see if it will tell me. But if it shows me for the last 28 days, the top one, create your Warhammer gift list, 40k after dark. The second one, if you could bring one rule back, I think that was 40k after dark. The third one, new sculpts locked behind the paywall, 40k show. The fourth one, £7.5 million bonus for Games Workshop staff, which I think was a 40k after dark. And the fifth one was chat plays a game. So my top 4 streams over the last 28 days, all talking heads in this office. I was like, why did I even pay for a studio? Why do I pay for a studio or a member of staff?
You silly Billy.
I just do these instead.
You silly
People
goose.
seem to prefer them. Let me see if I can go into top earning content and go into... Come on, YouTube Studio. And go into 2023. Oh, God.
I laughed a moment ago, but a gonk is a droid from Star Wars.
The craziest ever Warhammer 40k rules was the highest earning stream, which was 40k after dark. The next one, it's finally announced. Dante is here, 40k after dark. The third one, it's a sad day, Legends of the Heresy. Liam and Joe show that was on a Thursday night because we didn't do a game and I can't remember exactly why. The fourth one, if you were a new limited edition model, what would you be? 40k after dark. The fifth one, create your Warhammer 40k gift list, 40k after dark. The sixth one, Warhammer 40k 10th edition list building, 40k after dark. The next one, if you were an epic hero, what would you be? 40k after dark. And then the next one, the final game in the garage. So like the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the top 7 streams of the year, 6 of them were 40k after darks. That's you lot, that is. Oh, Alistair snuck in there as well with 5 more gifted. Thank you so much, Alistair, for 5 more gifted. So of the top 7 streams, 6 of them were Warhammer 40k after dark streams. You lot are amazing. Thank you so much, Alistair. We are 111 members now. 111 people think that Joe is a Warhammer hero. 83 total pounds in super chats. Thank you so much. But the reason why 142 people are still there, or still here, is for Luke Fact.
The colder the room you sleep in, the more likely you are to have a bad dream.
That sounds like bollocks.
I sleep great in a cold room.
That sounds like
'Cause you
absolute
get
bollocks.
all snoodled in.
That is a loose fact. That is nonsense.
I think it's my theory is this used to be true a very long time ago before we had fridges. And where would you keep your cheese? In a cold room. So the cheese dream or the cold room dream is probably the same thing because you want to keep your cheese good. So I think it's people sleeping in cold rooms to keep the cheese fresh.
I like to sleep in a cold room more than a hot room, and I sleep better. Do I have a studio guard? I mean, we do. Yeah, we have the Valhammers, John. Yeah. That sounds like absolute nonsense. That sounds like false. Gaz says bollocks. Dan says true. Based on what, Dan? Just Stupid says false. Christopher says that sounds the wrong way round. Agree. Star says fucking bullshit. People they're very passionate about this one, Luce.
Jill says, wait, am I cheese? Are you cheese, Jill?
I slept amazing in Brecon. I called all lies and slander. Too hot equals bad dreams. Wherever I have the window open, I have odd dreams. Is that because someone's whispering at you, though, Dan? Is that what's going on there? If it's -0, how's it -0, Dave? It's just 0 at that point. What's this -0, you nonsense? I love a cold room. Yeah, me too. Yeah, see? Cold room, warm covers. Exactly. Yeah. I only have a bad night in the hot. Hated Iraq. Afghan wasn't the greatest either in the tents. That wasn't the nicest. Anywho, that is the last 40k show before Christmas, chat. So thank you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, you wonderful people. We are 7 minutes over because I was clinging on for that membership goals, right? Tomorrow we have 2 more streams before actual Christmas, before my birthday. Tomorrow is a celebration of my birthday because normally we would celebrate birthday in 40k After Dark, and after just reading the top 6 streams out of the top 7 this year, we're all 40k After Dark. So I'm like, oh, that was a good idea to cancel that one this year just for my birthday. But Sunday is my birthday, and tomorrow is the last day of streaming before my birthday. So hopefully that's why you're all saving up for, right? That's what tomorrow is. It's my birthday celebration streams tomorrow because my birthday's on Sunday, and no, I won't be streaming on my birthday, obviously. Then we have Christmas Day, and then we're into the last year before 2024. 2024, I've said it a number of times already. I'm incredibly excited for the channel. I'm getting ready to go get it. That's what I'm saying. It's get it in 24.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Can't wait. Mediocre Hobbies here in Ireland does a lot to promote the hobby and painting tutorials and your good selves, of course. Thanks so much, you beautiful, wonderful human beings. Anyhow, that's it from us tonight. I'm now going to go have a shower, get to bed. Long day tomorrow. We've got Liam and Joe show. Then we've got me and Paddy playing, I think, with Joe on the deck. And that's about it. And then we're stopping for Christmas. Have a little Christmas break. It's really weird. Stream on Thursday. Don't stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, probably not Tuesday. I have like 5 days off.
No. Good.
Weird. It's going to be weird. Anyway, you people have been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for joining. Is there anything you want to say before we go, by the way?
Nope.
This is your last one before Christmas.
Nope.
Wow. I mean, I was expecting a Merry Christmas, chat.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
She doesn't care. She doesn't give a shit. Thank you so much for
I'm
watching.
See them all on New Year's Eve.
See you in the next one.